Like, okay, I'm glad you found yourself and you're more open to being who you are inside, but who you are inside is personally not for me and makes me want to throw up. What do you mean he's a sociopath? I hate you more than anyone in this world. I wish death upon you. Because what else did you expect? No, really, what else did you expect? Doug, shut up! He did open up to me. In more ways than one. Oh! A man yelling at me in this way, I don't like it. Now in Eddie's case, I just want to express my love for you because you are all that I am devoted to. I would give my life to you. Whoa, Hector, look, I just want you to turn it down a couple of degrees, okay? Have you ever wondered what is the most dateable object in your house? Me too. So in this video, I'm just giving my little 2 cents on what objects you should date in your house. Not real objects. Talking about the game Date Everything, in case you didn't know. I played this game in the summer and man, was it a time of my life. When I watch back on those videos, I'm like, I don't know who this person was. Being an absolute Jezebel. For me, that was my hot girl summer. Besides the whole dating aspect, I really loved this game. There were over 100 characters in this game, and they all had a unique personality, a unique background, unique story, voice actors, just like everything about this game was just so good. I love playing the game. All the time people would just like comment, like helping me on the game, saying that they liked my reactions to stuff and my commentary, and it was just such a good time and I loved it. I was going to do this thing where I was going to give all the characters kind of a fair chance for me to actually rate them, but I did meet all the characters and I feel like the impression that I got from them, it's pretty much all that I need. Yeah, this video's gonna be heavily biased. I got favorites. I've got people who are not my favorite. I got people that I'm kind of okay with. People I don't really care for. Pretty neutral. If I say I don't like one of your faves, it's okay. You will survive. It's like nothing personal against them. It's just my opinion, you know? However, if your favorite is Friar Arrow, that's a problem that only can be solved through therapy. Sometimes I'll be like, that's not for me personally, but if that's what you like, you do you, doesn't affect me at all. But if you like Friar Arrow, yeah, I take personal offense to that. This is the hardest category that I could have chosen for naming the tiers. I think we could do 5 categories, and not because I'm struggling with naming, but because I really don't know. Well, I really gotta go to Instagram for inspiration.
You have been promoted.
Oh wait, actually that's a good one. All right, man, this took forever. I was struggling with naming it, bro. The categories I decided to do were meme-related categories. We're gonna start off strong with Shake Your Dress!
Ladies!
Which means I am in love with this person. They are just everything to me. When I think about them, all I hear are wedding bells. Next one is
Girl, you're thicker than a bowl of oatmeal.
Which means there could have been something, but they just didn't quite meet the standard that I want. Next category is called
You are now one of my elite employees.
Which means that if you're in this category, that means that you are now my friend. Maybe even my bestie. Next category is
You're a little confused, but he got the spirit.
This means that I'm kind of fine with them. Not really for me, but you know, they're all right. Last category is
Death to all of them.
Which means get this person away from me. I do not like them. I do not want to interact with them. And if you like them, you're a little suspicious. That's not always the case. This just means that I personally hate this character and I want them nowhere near me. I might add like another category, like a neutral one, but right now I can't think of a name for that. Yeah, maybe we'll add like another row. All right, I think that's good, right? Please tell me it's good. Let's get started. So we're gonna go in order of what's on here. So it looks like it's an order of how it is in the game. And I picked this specific tier list because it has all their names, because I definitely don't remember everyone's names. First, we're going to start off with Skylar. Skylar, she is one of my elite employees, okay? She's the first character you meet. She's nice, charming, bubbly, love her. The moment I saw her, I was like, yeah, that is going to be one of my elite employees. That's going to be my bestie right there. Phoenicia, that's another employee. She is super underrated, by the way. I really loved her story where it was dealing with her connection with social media. Well, not really a connection, more of her obsession with it. Like, it was all that she talked about. And eventually she was starting to get burnt out from it. And I related a lot to her story. It kind of made me more mindful of how I do my own content, because she was worried about what her subscribers wanted, what they thought of her. And so when she would announce that she was going on break, she would like tell all her subscribers, which I think it's good to have communication, but your heart needs to be in the right place when you do that sort of thing. And it's not always about what your subscribers think. It's about your own mental health and doing things for yourself, because sometimes content creators, they will have hobbies solely for the reason for social media instead of having those hobbies for themselves when they're off camera. That's another thing that like really spoke to me, because sometimes I don't play games because I'm like, oh, I should play it on my channel instead of just playing it for myself. I really loved her story. It's really good and she's really underrated. Wallace? He's not really for me, but he do got the spirit and I love him, but I hope he understands. Look, Wallace, look. Wall. Wall. Wall, 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 wall. I knew he would understand. Okay, Florence. Now that I think about it, Florence was like a little bit toxic. It was her, Kopi, and Betty, I think it was. I don't know. I remember it was a trio, but during Holly's story, they were all suggesting that I get Holly fired. Holly was obsessed with work and burning herself out for it. And they're just like, yeah, you should like try to get her fired so she stops working and she can finally relax. And in the moment I was thinking, that's really toxic. Why would y'all suggest that? Because I mean, if I'm like overworking at my job, you can tell me, don't try to get me fired. Like, that's weird. So I think, because what was that, you know? Oh, Celia. Oh, Celia is really good. She was so freaking beautiful, bro. I loved her design because there was so much detail in it. It looked like, I don't know what it's called, but like the plaster on the ceilings and stuff. And her whole vibe was just giving like Anastasia's grandmother. That's a friend right there. I loved her. Even though she's low-key intimidating, but I love a woman that is all about business, about helping the people. Most importantly, she loves theater. She's a woman with taste. Stella, immediately child anyway. The death to all of them is a bit too aggressive for Stella, but I also don't like that she's in a pyramid scheme and she's trying to scam me. Like, sure, it does make sense. She is a staircase, so it makes sense that she would want to, you know, step up the ladder and all that. But nah, I kind of want to keep my money, you know? Look who it is. My main boy. My beloved Dorian. Dorian! The first dateable object that takes hours to actually romance him. When you first meet him, he's like,
No, I don't do any of that love stuff. I only deal with friendship, platonic relationships. I don't want romance in my life. I just want to have good butts to drink with.
And you know, I respected it. Respected his boundaries. I didn't try to pursue him romantically, you know, I tried to stay platonic. But at the same time, who can resist a man who is so protective of you in a very respectful way? Look guys, at the end of the day, I'm just a girl, okay? Who can resist Dorian? He's literally like one of the hottest characters in the game. And let's just say, by the end of the game, he did open up to me in more ways than one. Oh! Literally love at first sight. I don't know why I'm wearing headphones. There's no audio. And now y'all can see I'm wearing these heart earrings because this is like date everything related. So I'm wearing heart earrings. You see, I do be putting details into my outfits sometimes. Gwendolyn, I actually finished her story, but her story was kind of weird to me. Also for this video, I'm gonna give my opinions as to like why I'm rating each person by taking their story into account. And Gwendolyn's story, it was just like, I don't know, it was weird because like she just like randomly wanted children, and I don't know, that was just kind of weird to me because like I remember it focused on something else and then randomly just shifted to that. I don't know, it was weird. But she's a little confused, but she got the spirit. I don't know what she wants out of life, but I hope she gets it and she's happy with it. Kurt and Rod, if you were there for my Date Everything series, you know that Kurt and Rod, they were haunting me since I think episode 1 or 2, and I was just on a mission to find those two. And when I met them, low key, they didn't really meet my expectations. I love their designs. I love their dynamic, but honestly, it felt like they were meant more for each other than for the player because they had so much chemistry with each other, and they were always like gossiping and stuff, which, you know, I love good gossip. I think everyone does, as long as it's not toxic, you know. But for them, it was just like, it was weird. It was like a bestie vibe, but also bromance, but also sibling. And I just didn't feel that spark. You know, they were really funny. Love that they were voiced by Black people. They felt Black too. I really liked them, but they weren't, you know, really romantic for me. Not that like all the characters have to have a romantic relationship with you. And I do love the option that you can be friends with them instead. But for them, I was hoping that it would be romantic, but I felt more friendship. Even when I did romance them, I'm like, they're still kind of giving friends, you know? They are going to be in the elite employees category, both of them for sure. But out of the two of them, I think I like Rod more, because for some reason when there's like a blue-red character dynamic, I always go for the red, even though I love blue. It's weird. Shelly? Oh, Shelly, I actually did really like her story. I played most of it off camera though, but her story sort of revolved around her carrying other people's burdens, which is so real. She was kind of being crushed under the weight of it. It's giving Atlas. She was very sweet. I loved her voice. She is giving friend. You do need a friend that will help you and support you through those trying times, but you know, don't put all the weight on your friends. But I just love like how real she is and like how much she connects with you, and I love her positive energy, even though it can be a little toxic sometimes to be too positive. Abel, the table, wasn't able to keep me stable. I was really hoping to like him, but he didn't have like the right Southern accent for me. Like his accent was cute, but I was hoping for a Joel vibe, you know? Honestly, his story was like a little all over the place from what I remember. I don't even know like what his story was like really trying to say. I guess like he was just shy and didn't really express his feelings. I don't know, he was just odd. Oh wait, actually I remember he was super judgmental sometimes. He was judgmental of someone for being like very like sexual, and I'm just like, bro, let them live their life. It's okay. They're not telling you to live that way. They're just living that way for themselves. I don't know. He just seemed really judgmental. So I'm just gonna say he a little confused. Like he just needs to work on himself and try not to judge people so much and just really stay in his own lane, okay? Abel. Jeremy, oh, that was Bestie right there. Bestie. She actually reminds me so much of one of my childhood friends. Hair and everything. It was so weird. Lux, death. I don't need to explain myself with that. And I'm not going to. Hector? Woo, Hector was intense, bro. I remember I got this one comment that said there are warnings in the game where it would be like, hey, warning, this person's toxic. Hey, warning, this person's a stalker. Hey, warning, this person's abusive. They happen like frequently in the game. And they said it's weird that Hector doesn't have a warning when you start going into his story, because his love is quite intense. It's very hot. His kind of love, it's weird that it doesn't have a warning, because he definitely gives stalker vibes, but it's under a very romantic, poetic lens, so it doesn't have a warning for that. But I can see how people can see it as love bombing, because that's what it is. He's just very intense, but something about it is just so funny to me, because it's like, bro, I'm just meeting you today. What do you mean that just by touching me, you can recreate me with your hands? Hello? What do you mean that my mere gaze sets you ablaze? What do you mean that you be messing with the temperature, depending on the season, to see me have a reaction to it? What do you mean you turn up the heat just so you can see me sweat? What do you mean that you turn up the cold just so you can see me shiver and grab a blanket? Hello? Hector. Even though Hector is very intense and sometimes he does like creep me out, maybe it's because like I'm kind of uncomfortable with like that level of love. In another life, there could have been something. And like the sense of mystery around him when you first meet him, and that little that little heart thing he does, he's like, I just want to express my love for you, because you are all that I am devoted to. I would give my life to you. Whoa, Hector. Look, I just want you to turn it down a couple of degrees, okay? Prissy, man, I really wanted to like her, bro. Especially after I saw her silhouette in the game. But dang, she was low-key annoying. That was really sad for me, honestly, because, you know, I love me a black queen that's aligned with nature. Plant-coded and flower-coded. Like, that's my jam. She was annoying, but also doesn't deserve to be in the last category. With tier list, don't you, like, switch it around? I don't want to adjust it. Just know that they're in that category. Timothy Timepiece, is that even a question? Death. Why? Why are you looking at me like that? You're weird for looking at me like that. Because why do you like him? Riddle me that. I think we need to address the cat in the room. When I posted that video on Instagram where I was like, this is the most diabolical cringe of seeing Timmy for the first time.
So sleepy. Yeah. Maybe time for a cat nap.
The amount of people in my comments defending this behavior. Y'all are weird. I don't even know. And that's strange behavior. I'm sorry. Even Timothy was annoying too. But when he switched to Timmy, all of a sudden, y'all are his biggest fans. This is the cringiest thing I've ever seen. I can't even rewatch that part because it makes me cringe so hard. Next, we got Art. I kind of rushed through his story, but I kind of get the gist of it. It's just art-related stuff, and you know, he was low-key fine, but also I didn't really feel a romantic connection. I think it's because he's like too sophisticated for me. But I'll put him in the friend category because he was pretty cool. River, she really made me want to cry a river. You're going to be hearing a lot of puns in this video. Dealing with her was so stressful, I'm going to be honest. And it makes sense with her story because she doesn't really know who she is. So like she doesn't really have good emotional regulation because she always has to change herself for the people around her. And she can never be herself because she didn't know what herself really is. And you know, honestly, relatable. But oh my gosh, the way her moods would shift. And I know that that's like literally the point of water, but oh my gosh, stressful. Walking on ice, thin ice. And I really loved her voice too. She's so beautiful, bro. But man, dealing with her was always stressful. But I really did like her story. It did get like annoying after a while because she would just like kind of say the same thing of being like, why doesn't anyone like me the way that I am? Who am I? How do you prefer me? Knowing that she's not gonna like the answer. Like, Queen, why are you asking me that? If, like, no matter what I say, it's gonna be the right answer. I will probably say she a little confused, but she got the spirit. Like, she could be a friend, but when I think about it, if I had a friend like this that they just had major insecurities like this, and they would kind of take it out on people, get mad at you, no matter what you say, I probably wouldn't be friends with that person. Like, hey, if you want advice, I'll give it to you, but I don't know if we can hang out on a daily basis. You know what I mean? Oh, yes. Eddie and Volt. Me personally, Volt didn't really have a story. His story was Eddie's story. Eddie and Volt, I liked Volt first because I love a character with white hair. That's just my jam. I just really liked him. I just thought he was so cool because his hair is like made out of electricity and stuff. But then Eddie came on the screen and I was like, oh wait, hold up, Volt. Who's that? And the moment I heard Eddie's voice, it was over. That voice alone got me.
Eddie, just in time to meet our guest. The human.
Yes, I want the snarky, emotionally distant, cold, pathetic man. Him, I want that one. Eddie's story was so relatable at the time that I was recording it. One thing about me, I get burnt out, but I'm doing better about it, I think. But at the time I was recording this, I related so much with his story because I was playing, I'm pretty sure I was playing Genshin at the time, which is a game that would burn me out quite a lot. His story being about his burnout and how he's like, okay, if I just do this, then we're done. Okay, now I just need to do this and then we're done. And it's just like an endless cycle of doing that over and over until in the end, you need to start focusing on the thing that's hurting you. Man, I really loved his story because it was so emotional. There weren't like that many stories in this game that emotionally touched me in that way. But that one, it spoke a lot to me because dealing with burnout and trying to be in denial of it and still keep pushing despite me knowing that it's not good really spoke a lot to me. Eddie and Volt, they're definitely going in the top category. Eddie is number one. Like, I'm not going to focus on switching everything, but Eddie for sure. That's my number one. Volt in another life. And the reason for that is because there was this moment where I was trying to check on Eddie and then Volt was just like, no. And then like grabbed my arm and that turned me off to him a lot. But Eddie, that's my number one baby. Now Zagreus, he is number one. Eddie is a close number two when it comes to fictional characters that I love. Oh, Koa is Bestie. He is so huggable. Dolly, oh my gosh. I remember when I posted the Dolly video, no one was clicking on it. She was so cute, bro. Like, who wouldn't want like a model teaching them history? Like, she's like the whole package. Bro, we have so many left. I need to hurry up. But I loved Dolly. But she was definitely giving friend. Dante, he was hot. I'll give him that. He was definitely like more of a friend. Because every time I heard him, all I could hear was Zuko. But it's really cool that he's named after his voice actor. I'm gonna be honest, Telly was mad annoying. Not so annoying that he'll be in this category, but he was. Like, I don't know if anyone could have like pulled off his dialogue anyway. Oh, Connie Soul. Honestly, that's like another friend one. Her story wasn't like really story about her as a person. It was more just like an adventure story and like the whole like time loop concept was kind of cool, but I don't really like know who she is as a person. Keys, that's the child anyway category. Even though all the characters are distinct, it doesn't mean like all of them were fully fleshed out characters. So some of them, even when I did their story, I didn't feel like I really knew them, especially Gaia. Like hers was just about traveling around the world. And you know, cool that, you know, she's teaching stuff, but it's more, I kind of feel neutral about her, honestly. Oh, Captain Jack Sparrow? Yes, that is in another life. One thing about me, guys, is that I love pirates. I love them in every universe. And there isn't that much pirate media out there. It makes me so sad. Oh my gosh, he was so freaking fun. I loved him. So sad I didn't get the romance ending with him though, because I'm really curious how that would have been like. Just like the roleplay aspect of it was so funny. The way when he would get flustered, he's like, love? You think I look for love? You think I want you to hold me tight underneath the moonlight? Oh, Parker? Oh, that was the game guy, huh? Honestly, if I had a friend like Parker in real life, I would be mad all the time. Like, bro, why is everything a game to you? Oh, Mateo. I never finished his story, actually. He's very sweet. So I can see him being in like the friend category. Oh, Tina. You know, I don't hate her enough to put her in the last category. I also skipped her story because She seemed really toxic. I mean, she is voiced by the same person who voices Zula, so I think Beverly's giving, man, I don't quite want to put her in the friend category. I guess she's a little confused. I think I'm kind of like neutral with her. Mitchell Lynn, you're going here, buddy. And here's the thing. I liked Mitchell Lynn. I mean, I kind of got like a weird first impression of him at first, but then over time, I was like, wait, he's kind of cute, isn't he? But then at one point in the story, I just randomly got a hate ending out of nowhere. We went on a few dates. I believe the majority of them were good. And then at the end of the last date, there was an option to like lean in for a kiss. So I picked that option. And then he was like, oh, no, let's not have dessert before dinner or something like that. I was just like, okay, yeah, sorry. And he's like, yeah, I would like to, but now it's not a good time. And I'm like, oh, okay. I'm saying this like it's a real date. I think I said it like that the last time too. And then the next time I met up with him, he was like, you get a 1-star rating from me. You are the dirt beneath my feet. You are a horrible, awful, selfish person with no decorum. And you are pathetic and a worthless peasant. And I'm like, I thought you liked me. I thought we were on the same level. I thought you were feeling me. I mean, we had so much fun on our dates. We had so much fun eating all this food and rating it and, you know, je ne sais quoi, like, you know, being fancy or whatever. And then out of nowhere, I just got a hate ending. And he was being so mean to me. All right, if it's like that, I hate you too. I don't even care. Yeah, I did like him, but just like out of nowhere, he just got like randomly mean to me. So I was like, oh, all right, fine. I don't know if that was like a glitch or something, because I know people said when they played Eddie and Volt's story that they were doing good, and then out of nowhere, like Eddie hated them or something. Could have beat you. And look, this might be someone's favorite character, honestly. This might be like someone's actual favorite character that I offended. And I'm sorry. The thing is, I don't trust him. Honestly, actually, I'll just put him in this category, just like at the very end. I don't hate him. I just really dislike him and don't trust him. He seems very fake to me. I don't trust him, okay? Like, he's too charming, too romantic, always has like the right words, but also simultaneously doesn't have the right words to say. I don't trust the man who's romantic. No, give me that cold and distant man that's emotionally unavailable. That's my jam. That's my jam. Like, from here, you can see that I got a type. Oh, also, let me just quickly say, Eddie and Volt as a pair, love. But Volt is right here because him alone, not quite there for me. In another life, if he hadn't grabbed my arm. Sinclair, and y'all might be surprised, because I was definitely this man's biggest hater when I was playing through his story. However, when I accidentally got the hate ending for him because I didn't solve the mystery correctly, I felt really bad. It is something that haunts me to this day. I felt bad that I made him have that mental breakdown of like him not really knowing who he is and losing his grip on reality, losing the little sanity that he had. And I felt really bad for him. But these three I don't feel bad for. These three, they can choke. Oh my gosh, Freddie Yeti! That's a friend. I was about to put him in this category because I really loved his vibe. It was just like so laid back and he was so nice. And like sometimes when he would say like, oh, are you going to order from Food Fetch? I was like, hey man, that's personal. Like that cut a little bit too deep. But the way he says it, I don't think he means it that way. I think he's like genuinely asking, but I take offense to it. So I'm just like, hey man, I'm working on it, okay? I really liked him, but man, when he yelled at me, that turned me off a lot to him because I was just trying to help him. Literally, I was just trying to help him clean the mess in his stomach. But then he just roared at me. And I'm like, whoa, a man yelling at me in this way, I don't like it. Now, in Eddie's case, Eddie's the only exception. When he was like, what do you think you're doing? Do you know how dangerous that was? When it's like that, sorry, I'm sad. That's my thing. Not gonna lie, I'm gonna be honest with you. A man yelling because he's just so protective of me, sorry, that's gonna get me every time. But a man yelling because I offered to help, that's an ick for me. Because what do you mean you can't accept a woman's help? How about you work on your own insecurities? You know what I'm saying? Ooh, Stefan was, I feel like Stefan, they could have done a little bit better with him. So I'm going to put him like right here. He was like almost there for the friend category, but he was just like mean all the time. Every time I talked to him, I'm just like, bro, I'm sorry that I don't want to cook. That, you know how much prep that is? Guys, I watched this reel the other day that pissed me off, bro. I'm not going to say who the creator was, but if you follow them, you probably know who I'm talking about. There's this person on Instagram who I love, by the way. I love their content. But this particular reel pissed me off. The title of the video was The Breakfast That I Make When I'm Lazy. This woman cooked a whole meal. She made like rice, soup, matcha, and just like a bunch of stuff. And I'm like, this is your lazy meal? Get off my feed. Blocked, reported. No, I'm kidding. I didn't do that. But it just annoyed me. I was just like, a lazy meal. Do you know what a lazy meal is? A lazy meal is me getting 2 slices of bread and putting peanut butter on it. That's a lazy meal. Or like, maybe if I had a little more energy, scrambled eggs. That's it. Let me make some rice and make some soup and cut up these vegetables and make some matcha. I was like, am I crazy for thinking that? And then I go to the comments and everyone's like, this is your lazy meal? And I'm like, okay, I feel validated now. Oh my gosh, Luke Nukem? More like Luke Snookums. I love Luke. He was pretty underrated, honestly. But in another life, Luke is my man. I just loved his voice. The way that he talked was so funny. It was like so himbo vibes to me. He'd be like, what? Really? You don't say. I mean, I don't even care or anything. I was just, really? You want me to stay here with you? His voice was so good. Miranda? Oh, wait. You know what? I'm just remembering. She got weird with me at one point, so I'm just going to put it right here. But I did like her vibe. What category do you think this abomination is going to go into? Huh? Yeah. Right here. Because what else did you expect? No, really. What else did you expect? This machinery, this clanker, is an abomination to humankind. He is a disgrace to human innovation, the worst of machinery, a disgrace to what a dishwasher could be. He is truly evil. So evil that I gotta put him at the front. I don't trust him, and I never did. The moment I met him, I didn't trust him. He is a spawn of the devil himself. I would sooner talk to Timmy than to this guy. This thing. This creature, this monster. No, never. Next, Daisuke. In another life, Daisuke. Actually, no, I'm gonna put him right here. I didn't get like enough from him, but he was cool. I really liked his vibe, and cool that he's also named after his voice actor. And I think Cherami is also named after her voice actor as well. Fire Arrow, you already know from the beginning of the video where this man was going. Why would I want my favorite to be a cult leader? Come on now. Guys, if this is your favorite, seek help, please. I'm begging you. If you are looking for a sign, this is it. Because this man, not even a red flag. It's scarlet flags. The deepest shade of red possible. Kopi, I know y'all gonna think this is a weird decision, but honestly, Kopi, I chose one wrong dialogue option and got an immediate hate ending. Her story pissed me off. Because first of all, you're just like answering questions to like a quiz or whatever. So it's not even about her character or anything. It's just about her obsession with coffee and quizzes. And then I accidentally chose this option where I said waiters should like keep their mouth shut or something, because I was like kind of like speed running it. And then she got so mad at me, which like valid, of course. Like if a customer said that to me, I would also give them the hate ending as well. However you want to interpret that. Like hers, that was so unforgiving with like a gentle character like herself. for her to immediately give you a hate ending from one wrong dialogue option is kind of insane. If it was a character like, who's a character that has like a short temper? I would say like River, like Luke or something. Like, it would make sense if you chose like the wrong dialogue option and they like immediately get mad. But for her, it was so out of character. So I'm like, dang, Kopi, it's like that? You need to work on that, girl. Because like, girl, customers are going to talk to you any kind of way. You know what I'm saying? So like, you got to develop a thick skin for that. Oh, Cam. Oh, Cam. Oh man, Cam was a riot. The thing that pisses me off about him is that he is low-key hot, but I hate that he's trash. All he eats is junk food. Guys, that was a really good one, okay? Man, he made me so upset because first of all, he's rude, which like makes sense because he's the embodiment of trash. But also like, dang, I'm just talking to you and you're just being really rude to me and being so messy. But I don't even know like what his story was. I think it was just like about him. Wait, actually, I don't even think he really had a story now that I think about it. I had 2 interactions with him and then I got a love ending, which was strange because what do you mean you want to have fun with a cucumber? What does that mean? So, I'm gonna put him in the child anyway category. This one, I don't even want to comment on him. I don't even think it's worth the time. Oh, Amir. Okay, he's kind of giving Capriccio, but genuine. You know what I'm saying? Like when Amir, oh, what was that quote he said to me? It's like when you first talk to him, he tells you to look in the mirror and he's like, what do you see? And I chose the option where it's like, oh, I don't like what I see. Like I look so tired. And then he said, well, you're only tired because of all the successes you have made in life. And I was like, dang, that was so sweet. Fabrizio, he's like all fluff, you know? He just says very surface level stuff. But Amir, he be really like going straight to your heart. And I'm like, dang, oh my gosh. Like, Amir, got me turn my hair and stuff. So I really liked Amir in another life because he's not quite up there just yet. But I do love like how sassy he was. And like how he had like beef with so many people. Jean-Luc Pissoir. The love of my life. Monaco. Mi irmão. I know that's Spanish, but you know, I only know so much French lingo. Jean-Luc Pissoir. The love of my life. The apple of my eye. The toilet in my bathroom. A part of me really wants to put him at the top, but I can't. Because y'all are going to look at me weird if I put him at the top. Like, I already know I'm getting judged enough for just the categories I'm putting everyone in. But look, Jean-Luc is up there. I'm sorry. A man played by Max Middleman. Of course, I'm going to love them automatically. But also, he didn't even really have a story anyway. But it's because he was so entertaining and just so funny that I'm just like, he has to like go up here. Jean-Luc. I loved like the rap battle. And bro, why did I have to work so hard to romance a toilet? Because when you think about it, it probably took me like 10 hours to be able to romance him, which is harder than trying to romance Dorian, by the way, because you gotta like up almost like all of your specs points just to romance him, which is insane. All that for a toilet. And his bars are like actually like, pretty good. Sometimes the rhythm was off when you would do the exchanges with him. But otherwise, it's pretty fire. The flow was good. The flow. Oh, Johnny Splash. Oh my gosh, Johnny Splash was so good too. He's like, this man just hooting and hollering. Man, I love Johnny Splash. I think he's got to go right here too. And I really liked his story too. Because like on the surface, you kind of see him as pathetic because you're like, oh, this man is like so not talented. Why does he even think that he has a chance in these competitions? But I love the message of his story that even though you're not good at something, if you love it, that's good enough, honestly. Even though you're not good at crocheting or good at pottery or good at drawing or writing, if it brings you joy, do it. because why stop if you're not good at it? And there might come a day where you might actually start being good at it. Like that quote from Adventure Time from Jake the dog. He said, sucking at something is the first step to being sort of good at something, which is so good. It's a quote I think about often. Like there are so many times where I want to learn something or I just want to do something, but I'm like, man, it's gonna like take too long to do it. But guys, the time is gonna pass anyway, so you might as well take the time to do the thing that you want to do, you know? Maybe you want to get better at math or get better at gaming, or you want to make like a really good coffee. It's really good to invest your time into trying to just do something in general. If you just like sit on your phone all day just scrolling, you're just going to become numb. But taking the time to do other stuff, it's going to make you feel more alive and more present. And that's something that we as a society definitely need. If you have these hobbies, something to really ground you, then you'll really see that life can be fun. It can be enjoyable. You can be happy. Try to do something that you've always wanted to do but couldn't do it. As long as it's within reason and doesn't hurt anyone, most especially yourself. Because I don't want someone to take that out of context and be like, oh, do whatever I want. Okay, I'm going to hurt people. No, that's not what I'm saying. And if you fail, that's the first step to trying. It's a privilege to fail because that means you put in an effort to try. And it's a beautiful thing. It's a part of the human experience to fail, to try again, adapt, and then success. It's beautiful. All right, next. Bathsheba. She was low-key toxic, but hey, I love some good gossip. Rebel? It's more like right here. Oh, Barry Styles? I was trying so hard to speedrun a hate ending with him, but man, that guy can take a lot of punches. I was picking the worst dialogue options and then he would just not defend himself and just take it. I felt kind of bad at one point because I'm just like, man, he's really nice, but also I'm trying to get the specs points so I can romance Jean-Luc. Tyrell, I feel like annoyed that his story was like super fast for no reason at all. Like I had 2 interactions with him and then I got the love ending with him. And I'm like, okay, so like what even was his story? Oh, Faria, low-key she was confused. Because she was just low-key doing malpractice, not even knowing it. Like some of the facts she said, I was like, I don't think that's accurate. But what do I know? Dasha was cool, but I wasn't getting romance from her. Man, I actually would love like a humongous woman friend, you know? Just a friend that can literally lift me up onto her shoulders and carry me around. Having a tall woman friend just makes me feel so powerful. I remember in middle school, I knew this girl who was like 6 feet tall. Best feeling ever. It's like I had my own personal bodyguard. I didn't really know Jerry's story. I know, well, at least I feel like it dealt with hoarding, but I kind of already got my fill of that with Who's story. So didn't really connect with him. Penelope! My girl! Penelope! Okay, she was my bestie though. All right, Mac attack. Mac was friend. Oh, Willie. No. From the jump, she was aggressive and never let up, by the way. I was kind of like neutral with Lyric a little bit, but like in a derogatory way. Like, I don't like him, I don't hate him, but also didn't really like him, but I don't hate him, you know? Oh, rockin' around the Christmas tree. I wasn't really a fan of her either, so I'll probably put her there. Chance, I mean, I was friends with people like Chance, honestly. I mean, I have friends now that are like Chance, except for every decision they made, they don't roll dice, you know? Honestly, yeah, I'll put him in the friend category. Oh, Maggie. The thing about Maggie, bro, is that we had something. But because I messed up on the case with Sinclair, I lost a lot of points with her and ended up getting the friendship ending, which is like okay, but like Dang, you also failed the case too, didn't you? It's like, why are you only getting mad at me? You also failed. But I'm gonna still put her in the friends category because she was pretty cool. I liked her. Winifred, ooh. Guess who forgot to finish her story? I would say Winifred is probably a friend too. I think she's like the one that gives advice or something. Rainy was low-key annoying. But she was confused because of her fall. So she a little confused, but she got the spirit and I don't hate her, you know. Scandelabra? Bruh. I mean, oh wait, no, I do hate him because he was very perverted. Oh my gosh. He was weird. He kept always asking for a kiss and I'm just like, bro, I said I don't want to kiss you, stop. Arma, I didn't finish her story. I skipped it because of the warning it gave about it. Talking about like traumatic experiences and stuff. And I don't want to like trigger anyone, so I skipped it. There are like a few stories that I skipped because of that reason. Didn't want to trigger anyone in my audience and whatever. She was giving friend when I met her. Betty. I didn't do her story. I forgot. I don't even get an ending with her, but you know, Betty gives friend too. I know she's like one of the most popular dateables. I wonder why. It has nothing to do with those bazungas, those Zoink Scoobs, the Tia and Tamaras, the Mary Kate and Ashleys, the Dylan and Coles, the Dolan twins, the George and Freds. I just keep naming twins. Diana, she literally a little confused. Oh, Damon. Look, guys, one thing about me, I love me a man with a deep voice. And although Damon scared the living daylights out of me, he was so compelling. I remember that moment when he was like, when do you run out of content? What? Sir. I don't even know what to say. I remember when I played his story, he always left me speechless because he would just say stuff that I'm like, I don't even know what to even say, how to react to that, what I should feel. I was just baffled every time I spoke with him. I mean, Benoit was nice. His friend. Oh, Hirohime? Also friend. Bestie, actually. Oh, Teddy is also another bestie. He's so cozy. I thought it would have been funny that he's like a really wholesome character, but what if he had like a crazy like sexual side to him? Be like, oh, dang, I gotta rank all the Hanks individually? I didn't really feel any type of way for any of them, except Hank 3. Hank 3, oh, he was coming on strong. And someone pointed out it's because he's the pants hanger, so his mind is like always in his pants, so that makes sense. Hank 3 was, oh, he was crazy. But I think out of all the Hanks, I probably liked Hank 5 the most. Oh, Washford and Drysdale. Oh my gosh, those two were so dramatic, especially Washford. Low-key, those... Low-key... Wait, actually, I think Drysdale would actually be in this category. Like, Washford, I really liked him because he was like so poetic with it. Drysdale, he was just mean from the jump. I mean, I feel like a lot of these characters are kind of like really mean and judgmental when you first meet them. But Drysdale, it was different. Even though I love Neil Newborn, and here he was like Astarion derogatory. I wasn't really feeling Harper. Even though I love Laura Bailey. I love that you voiced Toru, one of my favorite main characters in all of media. But unfortunately, you gotta go down here, Harper. Dirk, you could go with Harper. This is like the only way you two can be together. Clarence, right here. Hated Clarence. Hated Clarence with a passion. Like, okay, I'm glad you found yourself and you're more open to being who you are inside, but who you are inside is personally not for me and makes me want to throw up. He was insufferable when he became Clarence. He was just so pretentious. That's the word. And just weird. I didn't like it at all. Titus, if they did more with her story in another life, for sure. But she was too, I don't know, she wasn't quite there for me. Henry, Henry Hoof. The way he sucked me into his life, pun intended. Oh my gosh. Henry one of the most underrated characters in this game. I see no love for this man. And it makes me really sad because he had like a really good story about letting go, about not hoarding. I guess like my favorite characters are the ones I can really relate to, like Eddie with his burnout, Dorian with opening up to people, Damon with distorting reality and making everyone around him question their sanity. For Hoove, he had like a hoarding issue, and it wasn't to the level of Jerry, to my understanding, but it was like enough for me to be able to relate to it. Anyway, Hoove is hot. He is. His voice is sexy, and I hate that word. He is just so... He's perfect, bro. And I loved the ending of his story. I love his realized version. Oh, I didn't even mention that. They're realized forms, except Damon's. I didn't really like his all too much, but their realized forms are excellent. Dorian's basically look like how he already is, but Eddie's, whoo. But who's especially, it was giving Michael Jackson Thriller, and I loved it. Bobby Pin, love her voice, but you know, she's like a bestie for real. Kristoff, I feel like he would call me the N-word low key. So let me put him, in the, I know he's like based around a Viking, but like low key, I feel like he's racist. I don't know. Oh my gosh. Dunk Shadowcat! Oh my god. Oh my gosh, Dunk. Oh my gosh. That was... Oh my gosh. It's like, it's weird, bro. All the people in this category, they're literally number one to me. Like, I mean, Eddie's number one. But everyone else, they're kind of like all the number one spot. Oh my gosh. I love Dunk. Kind of hate his realized version though, so that will kind of take him down a point. And Damon will probably be last. Oh my gosh, Dunk, he was the sweetest person. I need me a man like this. Like he was like so like silly and like kind of dumb, but like his positivity was in a way that wasn't toxic like how Shelly's was. I loved Dunk so much. I loved his voice. He just, he felt honestly like one of the most human characters in this game. He was just so sweet. He was so wholesome, bro. Like he was just so good. I don't know. For me, he was like one of like the most human characters. Like I feel like you can walk outside and find someone like Dunk, but he was just so sweet. I loved like how nice he was, that there would be moments that could lead in a romantic direction. Like when he would just like touch your waist to balance you, but he was generally caring for your safety and well-being. And I'm just like, wait, he's so sweet. His realized version is trash though. I didn't really like it. I was hoping that his hair would be like, have like multiple colors in it. I love Dunk, and I love like the way he was voiced. He was just so gentle. He was just so sweet, but he was also like very energetic and stuff. I loved him so much. My soulmate, it's gotta be like a mix of Dunk and Eddie, even though those two things don't go together, but like, you see the vision? Actually, no. I want them a mix of all of these men. Vantina, guys, she's a stalker. I mean, I wouldn't wish death on her, but also like, I'm not really a fan of her. I didn't even mean to say that joke, but as I was saying it, I was like, wait, gonna blow him away with this one. Get it? It's fan. Okay, I'll stop. Actually, I won't stop. I'll never stop. Oh, Stepford. Stepford was funny. Like the way he was just so obsessed with himself. He was giving Narcissus though from Hades too. Wait, actually, would I want to in real life be friends with someone like Stepford? No, I couldn't do it, because that means I gotta gas him up every day, and like I don't got the energy for that. Tony in another life, maybe. We could have had something, Tony. I don't even know what his story was about. Oh my gosh, Bo? No, I think Bo's like in another life too. Because here's the thing, with Bo, I almost put her in the top category, but I feel like she'd be the type to just leave without saying anything. I mean, that's literally what happened in her, like the epilogue of her story, that she just like randomly left with no warning to go to like, to find herself or whatever. Leave a note or something, or a voicemail. Like it's giving, It's giving an Uncharted 4 when Nathan, he lied to Elena about where he was going. And he went on like this epic, very dangerous adventure while she was thinking that he was just doing something for his job. I feel like Bo might do the same thing. Like she might lie, maybe not maliciously, but I feel like she low-key Nathan Drake. She probably would lie. But I do love Bo. Keith, his warning was the biggest jump scare because what do you mean he's a sociopath? I'm like, wait, Skylar, is this even okay to show?
Okay, player, are you okay with getting manipulated and gaslit beyond your own comprehension? Is that okay with you?
No, Skylar, it's not. Not really. Like, if I wanted to be manipulated, I would just, like, go outside and talk to a man. I'll probably put him in this category. But some of y'all, this is probably your favorite character. Next, Bodhi Windbreaker. Bodhi was cool. He's definitely a friend vibe. Von Trapp. Riff Raff. Street Rat. I don't buy that. I did romance him. I did, because I was curious. But realistically, I probably wouldn't. He would definitely be a friend, though. Vaughn just seems like a fun time, you know? And, like, he would just, like, be honest with you. But also, I don't like that he cheated on me. I mean, I'm also cheating because I'm dating, like, 100 other characters. But, like, you need permission for that. Because what do you mean you're talking to Ragamatinua? Behind my back? No, we're breaking up. Okay, Sophia, my first instinct is the last category because she genuinely terrifies me. If I met a woman like this in real life, I would run away. Like, I'm scared. I don't hate her. She just terrifies me and makes me fear for my life. And I wouldn't feel safe with a person like this, but I don't hate her. Monique, that would be a friend I would want to help me make good financial decisions. Lady Memoria, I kind of didn't care for her. I wanted to like her, but I didn't get enough of who she is as a person. Like, she was giving Morticia Adams, but at the same time, didn't really give me enough of her personality. Her story was mainly about just cleaning up her box, doing her chores. Holly, like a bag of Takis on the shit. On the net. Avi. She a little confused, but she got the holiday spirit. You know what I'm saying? Erin, a little bit. I think I put her in here automatically was because it took me super long to get the hate ending with her. It was just really complicated. And because of like the time she made me waste, I'm like, I actually do hate you. But as a person, I don't know. She would probably be right here. Textbox Chan, I don't know enough about her, honestly. But she gets friend. The sassy chap, right here. Actually, right here. I hate you more than anyone in this world. I wish death upon you. No, I'm kidding. I'm kind of like neutral with him. Zoe, I feel like Zoe would be a friend too. Shadow Lord 420. Shadow Lord was so fun in another life. Okay. Is that okay with you? Dang. Doug? A part of me knows that he should be at the very bottom, but the other part of me, the very toxic part of me, wants to win his approval in a romantic relationship. I'm sorry. One thing I learned about myself this year is that I would never survive a toxic relationship. Like, if I were in that relationship, I probably would just take it. If you're toxic, please don't make me form a relationship with you. I will never leave. I was literally not in a romantic toxic relationship, but I was like in an abusive relationship. I can't really get too much into it. Like, I sure didn't stand up for myself. Like, I tried, but like I hate confrontation, so like I ended up not really winning. There was like an external source that freed me from that. Again, I can't be like too descriptive of it, but I'm like, oh wow, I really couldn't survive. But also, they had a huge advantage. It was kind of a situation that I feel like I couldn't really have won. I don't know. It's just but let me tell you, it was confusing. And the other thing is that, because like, you know, the thing with like people like that, how they take advantage of you, is that they'll be mean to you and then be nice, be nice, be nice, then be mean, be nice, be nice, be nice. Because if they were mean all the time, of course no one will be able to handle that. It's those times when they're really nice to you that really confuses you and makes you think, oh, well, they're doing this for me, so maybe they're not so bad. And then they're mean to you, and then you're like, man, I should really do something about it. But then they're like really nice to you because I feel like they're not, I wouldn't say empathetic, but they're able to read your emotions well enough to be like, okay, to trap them again, I gotta do something nice for them. Like the nicest I've ever been. And then it confuses you again. And it's just this endless cycle of just confusion and not trusting yourself and letting yourself get taken advantage of. And it's, bro, it's the worst. But I mean, I'm better now, but at the time, like I didn't know what to do, bro. But yeah, it's a horrible cycle. And let me tell you guys, if they're hurting you, whether it's emotional, verbal, or physical, it's not a good relationship. They might do nice stuff for you, but if they're hurting you, that's not normal. So, Doug, I really want to put him at the top, but I'm gonna put him, because like low-key, I would be friends with someone like him because I'm just, sometimes I'm too nice, bro. Like, I really am too nice sometimes. Okay, nightmare. Okay, I want to be with a person that's the embodiment of chaos and horror. I probably wouldn't want to look at something like that every day. She a little confused, but she got the spirit. Oh, Reggie low-key. That's a bestie right there. He's kind of like the right amount of toxic. I love him. Mikey like microtransaction? Are there microtransactions in this game? What? Oh, wait. I think these are the DLC characters. Oh, okay. I never met them. Okay, so he's definitely microtransactions. Lucinda Lavish? Lucinda Lavish. Oh, the object is Lavish Edition? She is the personification of the game's Lavish Edition. She has doubts as to her worth, considering herself a shallow last-minute addition to the game. Dang. Man, I kind of feel bad for her. I don't even know her. Okay, well, oh, I feel kind of bad, so I'll put her in the friend category. You have been promoted. You are now one of my elite employees. I don't like microtransactions, so yeah, that's definitely gonna be at the bottom category. Oh my gosh, we actually did it. Is this everyone though? I guess the narrator doesn't really count. And then there was also Tommy and what's his name? Mike, like the bosses at, almost said Vought. Oh my gosh, I forgot the company's name. Oh, Valdivian or something. Vought. I've been watching The Boys my first time. This show's insane, by the way. But yeah, oh my gosh, we finished. Yay! Okay, so here's like a quick overview. These are my ideal men who, when you look at it, you can't really tell what my type is. Wait, is there something that they all have in common besides being very handsome? I don't know what my type is by this. What is it? Dark hair? Maybe deep voice? But also personality wise, what is this? What is this mental illness that I have, guys? Diagnose me. Oh wait, I think I know what the category is. Men that don't reveal that they have problems. Oh my gosh, yeah, that's probably it. Except for Damon. I'm not sure what that is. Luke Nukem. Love. Actually, Luke is up here low-key. I love Luke. Luke. I'm a girl with taste. Okay. Like Amir is very, very close, I will say.
My penumbra.
Yeah, I'm satisfied with my list. I think my opinion is the greatest of all. I know that I'm right, and nothing that you can say will make me think otherwise. This list is superior to all the other tier lists that are out there. I don't care what anyone says, I am right. No one can prove me wrong. My opinion is the only one that has any sort of real credentials. I really enjoyed making this video and getting to relive the memories because I love this game so freaking much. It was so fun, bro. Like that was such a good summer. I loved meeting all the characters and hearing their stories. And bro, the amount of love that they put into this game, first of all, getting so many different voice actors, whole story of it saying like, hey, by the way, we hate AI. Because like at the start, you lose your job to AI. Kind of a little bit too immersive of an experience because, you know, that is a fear that I have. I really love how open it is of like how against they are of the idea of AI taking people's jobs and replacing humans and showing that really AI cannot replace humans. It is not like a long-term thing because yeah, I know it's scary right now that so many companies are using AI despite literally all of their consumers being like, hey, don't do that. And they're like, wait, you said more AI? Okay, got it. And while we're at it, we're gonna rank up the prices of RAM so that we can power all of the AI functions. And I was like, oh, it's not like I want to upgrade my PC or anything. It's fine. But I love this game so much. I love making this video. And I hope you enjoyed watching to see what the truth is really like because this is the perfect tier list. And I'm glad that I was able to show you who you should actually date and pursue and who you should not trust to be in your life. If you ended up liking the video, give it a like, share, subscribe for more. And I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye!